While I was growing in the rustics of southwestern Nigeria, I had two curiosities. I was curious about the archaeologists. I was also curious about gods. Concerning the archaeologists, I wondered how they knew exactly where to excavate. I thought perhaps that they were using a kind of magic, or at the very best, that they were time travelers. But when I became an archaeologist, I realized that they had a set of tools that enabled them to know where to excavate. My research among the Yoruba of southwestern Nigeria examines how the practice of space mirrored the practice of power. I uncovered several artifacts, not by using the canonical archaeological method, but simply by observing the movement of gods. Yes, the movement of gods, and that was my second curiosity. I realized that priests and shamans among the Yoruba people do wear a regalia, and this regalia symbolically transformed them from the ordinary human species into the personification of gods. Now, these gods moved upon the landscape from one point to the other during ritual, and they do that every year. I excavated those points, and there I found several artifacts, including the first evidence of a carved potsherd pavement in Africa. This potsherd pavement was formed by arranging pottery fragments to the ground to form a mosaic and the effigy of an ancestral god. And then I realized that upon this pavement was also inscribed the same ritual movement that I had observed upon the landscape. This discovery sheds light on ancient cartography and the non-human agency of power. And I concluded that scholars of indigenous African history and archaeology should begin to delve into the indigenous humanetics of ritual movements. These movements of gods must then be seen not only as a way of doing, but also as a way of knowing the past. And when you see the archaeologist next, you ask them the question, how did you know where to excavate? Are you a magician or a time traveler? And the archaeologist will reply you to say, well, I am not a magician, neither am I a time traveler. I am an archaeologist who would discover hidden treasures just by observing the movement of gods. Thank you.